Y'all ready for this?
Hey! Welcome back to another episode of Camp Oddwood. You have Alex, Zach, Henry, and Alexandra here.
Hello.
What's up?
We're here.
Hi.
What's up, B?
Hello.
And you better fucking get used to it, okay? Because,
Oh, wow. That's aggressive.
I mean, we didn't force you to be here.
We didn't.
We didn't. You picked to be here.
Wait, no. Wait. Stop. Wait, don't do that to them.
I'm letting our viewers know that, like, thank you for joining us.
Okay. It didn't sound like
because
a
you picked to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
And you know what? Honestly, if I wanted to, I could go out there and tie people up and force them to listen to our show.
Yeah, you could do
Because
that.
I'm a big guy and I'm good with knots. But I
Yeah.
don't do that.
But then it
I don't
depends
like
on
prison.
how good how good the people that you're tying up are at calling the police. Most people are pretty good.
And how well you do in jail, too. Cause
Yeah.
I think I could take, a good 2, probably like 3 wieners.
All right. This is how we're starting the episode. Huh?
Taking wieners.
If I
right.
had to.
Oh, yeah.
If I was like being forced.
Okay,
the shower.
okay. All right, let's stop with those illustrations. Let's move back to the viewer. Thank you for being here. Sorry that we got real abrasive and then got into the prison industrial complex and some of the
Just don't call the cops on me. I won't do that.
issues with anal. But
I'm kidding. I'm not very good with knots.
Sweet.
so welcome back.
Welcome
What's
back.
up, Odd Squad? How you
good to
doing?
know.
We got a great show for you today. We're gonna talk more about what Henry's talking about and continue jokes. All right,
Jokes all day.
We're reeling it away.
Alex, take it away.
I'm taking
He
it
took
away
it.
from you,
He already had it.
from the talk of the stuff that you were talking about.
He already reeled it in.
Yeah. So what's up, Odd Squad? How you doing? Thank you for listening to us. You don't have to listen to us, but you choose to, and thank you for that. That's how we want to say it. The way you were saying it was, we didn't make you listen to us. It was like, whoa,
That was very
okay, well,
Slightly aggressive.
yeah. I'm out of here then. That's what Greg just did. Come back, Greg.
Bye.
Oh, thank Greg. What's up, Greg? Thanks for coming back, Greg. Sorry about that. We got Henry on a leash. Because he's our mad dog.
Whoa.
Mad dog.
Because he's our
Mad
man.
dog.
Whoa.
Chan.
Wow.
All right.
He's our lusty dog, too.
But thanks for joining us again. And please remember to leave a 5-star review at the end of this.
You're just going to ask them for something right off bat. You're like one of those dudes at Venice Beach who's like, oh, hey, listen to some of my music. Listen to some of my music. You listen to 8 seconds and then you're obligated to buy a CD.
And then the CD only has one track.
Yeah.
And it's a terrible track. And you
It's like-
spent 20
yeah.
bucks on it.
And it's just a virus.
Pretty much.
Have you ever been bullied into listening to or buying somebody's CD?
No, but I was a witness in somebody getting pressured to buy a CD, and that's exactly how I know.
Wait,
It was my brother.
Oh, your brother?
At the mall,
I watched it
Northridge
happen.
Mall.
I watched it happen to Tin.
That's
But-
funny.
And he bought the fucking CD. And I was like, damn.
Well, I even told my brother straight up with the dude standing right there. I was like, don't buy the CD. And the dude was like, you ain't his dad. You can't tell him what to do. I was like, all right, buy the CD. My brother was so disappointed.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it happened to me a couple times. So right. So I remember
You're like, oh,
one time I went with Tin, and the dude was like, hey, listen to this, and then we listened like 10 seconds of the shit, and then he asked me like, all right, $15. I was like, $15 for what? For listening to this? He's like, no, for my CD. I don't want your CD. You didn't like what you heard? I mean, I'm not $15 for a CD, dude. I don't even pay that for music that I like. I download it or I get it from somebody. I don't even pay for music I like. Why the fuck am I gonna gamble on your shit? And then he's like, what? That's jacked up. How about you, dog? $15. And then Tin was like, And then he's like,
I got travels.
I got travels.
I got travels.
Travels.
I got travels. I'm traveling.
He totally could have just went the whole, I don't speak English, and just fucking walked.
Yeah. Well, what was fucked up is so Tin ended up buying the CD, and then but it was like a dude just threw a handful of breadcrumbs at a bunch of, and then another group of seagulls. After one seagull got a taste, another group of seagulls flocked over it.
Oh, God.
So 4 more
People
Venice
selling-
Beach CD dudes ran up on us and was like, hey dog, listen to my shit. And then he was like, and then both of us, I like pulled them, and then we just like skittered off and like, and there was like one dude who was shirtless, like, damn, that's cold, dog. I was like,
Scammers, man.
yeah, I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't need your fucking HP CD from a 200 pack with your trash ass music on it.
They're pretty aggressive as well.
Yeah, I know. In a fucking, like, one of the dudes wasn't even able to get the proper like CD disc papers and was just giving it to us in an envelope.
The envelope, the
Wow.
paper ones with the weird film.
Yeah, well, so the sticky shit was on the fucking CD.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
the CD didn't fully fit in the envelope. It was like
Like
halfway
regular
out.
paper envelopes.
Yeah.
Not even CD envelopes or manila envelopes.
No, it's just
Oh my gosh, that's even weird.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wow.
gonna buy a CD that is
What-
coming in from an envelope
Yeah.
for
Funny.
$15.
So one of his homies probably was like, "Y'all, you got to get your money up, dog. You got to buy actual CD envelopes,
Yeah, dude. I know you're trying to cut corners, but
but you got to look professional." But yeah, that shit was whack. And then another time, they came at me about trying to buy CDs and shit, and then I was like, "Oh no, I'm good." And then the dude just wouldn't leave me alone as I'm walking down Venice Beach. He's like, "Yo, come on, dog, come on, just take a listen." I was trying to be cool, so I was listening to the music, and then he wouldn't leave me alone about buying it. I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna buy it." And he's like, "Why? That's jacked up. Like, you don't want to support black business or whatever." I was like, "Dude, I'm just not really into it." "Oh, you like rock music, huh? You're like one of those emo kids, huh?" Or some shit. And I was like, "What the?" I was like, "I mean, I like all kinds of music." It's like, "You like hip hop?" "Yeah, I mean, hip hop's cool." "Then what's up?" And like, "Yo, dog, like, you like burgers?" I mean, I didn't say this, but this is what I wanted to say. Like, you like burgers? If someone tries to sell you a garbage burger, you're not gonna buy every burger that exists, right? Especially for like, if you're asking me to buy a burger for a fucking like umami burger prices, but you're giving me a doo-doo burger, like worse than McDonald's or something, why would I do that?
To
What if-
support business.
to support
What if
black
he-
business.
What if
bro.
you went, all right, I'll take a burger. And you're like, what? No. Get away. I don't know. That like,
It's called an analogy, bro. Get out of here.
that just gives me like way more respect for people who actually like perform on the street. Like I've seen rappers do that too, where they have like the guitar case opened up and like they'll have their CDs for sale, but then you could also just throw just money if you're walking by. At least do something like that. Build a social media, but damn.
Was it Andy or you that when we were in SF picked up that one CD? The dude gave a CD and we were listening to it. Oh no, I think it was Rob. And it was, or was it? No, it might have been
'cause
you.
I think it
was
think
like
it was
the
me.
Yeah, it was the metaphysical guy. He said
Yeah.
metaphysical in one of his.
Yeah.
It was you because it was an Edwin. Yeah, we were listening. We were like, I forgot how he got it, but he got one of those CDs. I think the guy just gave it to you.
He just gave it to me.
Yeah. So he said, just take a listen or whatever. And then he brought it home and we're like, yo, we should actually listen to it. So he threw it on my computer and we were listening to it. And then one of the tracks, he said metaphysical like 50 times. He's like, I got my third eye open on my metaphysical plane. I got my physical body metaphysically physical. I was like, what the fuck?
He loves that word. That's his favorite word.
Metaphysical.
That's how it goes.
It's very, very meta.
Very meta.
Meta world peace.
World star.
I mean, I never allowed them to get to that point because every time they're always all like, "Oh no, just listen." They come at me with the headphones. I look at the headphones. And I'm just like, "Don't touch me with that." Like, no, I'm not putting that on my head.
Especially now with COVID, huh?
Yeah.
Even before
It goes
COVID.
through the ears.
I was
Or
like-
you're like, I don't want an ear infection. Fuck. I don't want lice. Fuck.
No, people have fucking dirty ears or at the fucking beach.
Yeah.
Like how many times do they do that?
Yeah,
in
that
there?
is a fucking ear infection, especially when you're doing it with the earbuds.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that. I mean, homie was on the struggle with the envelopes and the earbuds, and then it's funny that there's still tears to the shit, because then you have the other dude. He's like, "No, dog, you got to get the ones that go all the way around." And then I mean, there was I remember some of those dudes who look like real clean.
They would actually
They wipe them and
between,
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
letting people.
So yeah, some of them wised up, and they're like, and they really it really is their hustle or whatever. But part of me feels like, and I mean, just for the specific people that I'm talking about to music, the people that you should be trying to get to listen to it, most likely are people who in an oversized polo and jorts. That person's more likely to like it, not the European dude whose shorts are like 2 inches from his wiener showing.
The 5-inch seam. Isn't
I
that
love.
what they
Yeah, it's 5 inches.
Like that.
Like these ones.
Yeah.
These are 5.
Yeah, so see, there you go. So, hey, pro tip. If his junk is 2 inches from showing, he doesn't need to listen to your mix CD.
But he might proposition something else
Okay.
No.
that'll make you money.
Oh. Hey, gay for pay.
get to pay?
Gay for
Am I
pay.
gay for pay? Depends on the pay, baby.
Ain't that
Everyone's
the
got a
truth?
number.
Yep.
All right, let's get
JK.
into Rollins. All right, let's get into.
This boy's hole.
I guess we're gonna start it off with a bang. I was thinking about this the other day.
What?
Is there enough porn? I mean, there's more porn. There's probably more porn hours than we're gonna be able to live.
Probably, yeah. Well,
There definitely is.
is OnlyFans
Or more
considered
hours of porn.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
There's
not all. I mean,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah. Yeah.
I think there might be too many places with porn
Do you think
to
porn
choose from.
porn stars might be, or I don't know, stars is a hard term, but porn sex workers or video sex workers?
Why can't you call them porn stars if they are porn stars?
I don't know. It just seems
Some
like,
of them are porn stars, but then there's
I don't know. It just seems like it's the gamut. It just seems like it's getting a little bit wider, because are you still a porn star if you're a cam girl or
You're a cam
just-
girl.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm trying to find the catch-all term so I could put them all.
Yeah,
get
the
'em
different
all.
levels to the game. I guess think of it like celebrities and actors. Like there's theater.
Well, yeah.
Versus
So yeah.
television, commercial.
Oh, I was gonna say like, actors, but then you're not gonna consider reality TV personality an actor. But then if you're trying to come up with a term for
That's amateur porn.
everybody, oh yeah, they're amateur porn of the network entertainment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so entertainers, right? So
Adult entertainers. Adult
Boom, there you go.
entertainer.
See, thank you for coming on that journey with me to find that.
Oh, we
term.
came all over that journey with you, Alex.
Oh, okay, he's staying on theme.
sexy content creator.
Butts, twerking, on penises,
Adult
pornography,
entertainers.
adult entertainment. So, what was I asking?
Is there
do you
too much
think that
porn?
do you think that there are more adult entertainers now and have been since adult entertainment? I mean, no. Do you think there are more adult entertainers now
Yes.
than most jobs?
Most
Do you think there? I think there are more adult entertainers than, at the very least, electricians.
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Because those
Do you think there are more
electricians
adults-
have daughters that have OnlyFans.
Yeah, I mean, because yeah. Adults entertain. Do you think there are more adult entertainers than military personnel?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
Like
No?
in the world?
Like
On
in the
the
world,
world?
or who are we talking about?
In
The
the
United
States.
States?
I think in the United States, I would say yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
In
the
the
US.
in the
yes.
world,
I would say no.
Yeah, I don't.
yeah, maybe not. Because I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe. It's tough. That was tough.
not every country has the means or
but then
to kind of have that,
That's
as an
true.
option.
And then
Like-
just laws revolving
There are laws,
around.
a lot
Yeah,
of
there's a lot of laws.
censorship and
oh yeah, that's true.
regulations. Yeah.
I mean, because that is the thing. Is the reality is some of these other countries, I mean, not to put 'em on blast. I hope this isn't offensive, but I would imagine places like the Philippines, that if that wasn't so taboo, they probably would, like, rather than having the wife go to another country and make money and send it back home, they would, you could work remote and then just do it at home, make more money than if you were a maid in Bangladesh,
Probably.
So, but I think that because the culture and it's a little bit more frowned upon, and anything that's deemed taboo, the Filipino president is not afraid to tell you, like, no, we'll kill you if we don't want that.
There is enough porn, but not of every category.
That's true.
I feel like there only needs to be made. Only parody porn needs to continue to be made.
What?
Oh, that's fair because new stuff happens.
New
so then-
stuff happens, and you just want to see porn parodies, right? It's a parody. No, I'm just fucking.
I don't know.
I wouldn't
care.
say I want to see porn
There's too much
parodies.
stepbrother, stepson,
Yeah. A lot of family
stepdaughter,
incest stuff.
stepsister.
Yeah.
That's such a large
It's
category.
okay.
A lot of underage.
I'm a
A
quickly.
lot of underage
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, that's unacceptable stuff. But I'm gonna quickly come clean. Okay. There is a lot of step stuff. I'm not into a lot of it, but for some reason, I find it funny
Yeah.
when when the way that it goes down is just really stupid.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, the
Like,
production value on
the
these
setup
things suck.
is always
I don't know
really
why. I don't know
creepy.
why it gets me, but when so usually it's this. This is the exact scenario that gets me. It's, oh, we have to share a hotel bed or whatever. We have to share a bed, and then the dude has morning wood or something, and then the stepmother is like, "Oh my god, we need to make this go down. Just, do you think if you put it inside, it'll get rid of it?"
Yeah, it's so dumb.
It's so stupid.
You know the answer to that, and the answer is yes.
It's like, oh, maybe you just move it around. It'll
I
go
think we
away.
should
It's like,
try
yeah, if we actually have sex, yeah, it will go away.
I don't think my vagina's working. Let's try it in my butt.
Yeah,
It's like, what?
yeah. That shit. For some reason, I'm like, this is so stupid. I can't not watch
I
it.
guess it's better than the alternative, which would be, oh, you have morning wood. Let's get rid of that right now. Flick of the dick.
That would be better.
And then it ends.
But that's for a different audience.
Oh
is.
yeah.
That's true, yeah. Maybe.
Fuck. I think one of the funniest ones is when it's there's like one famous clip that kind of made it its way around the internet where it's like that old dude like being pinned up against the wall by like that young girl, and he's
Oh,
all
yeah.
like, "Oh no, what are you doing? I'm a virgin." He's like in his like 70s.
No, I don't want this.
No, oh. And it's like, in what world is that happening? And who's gonna buy that and masturbate to that? It's like, because he kept up that act like throughout like the whole thing, and it's like, granted it's hilarious and it's all acting because they had all this stuff and they did it, but it's just like, oh, No, Grandpa.
Well, so do you think that maybe at some point it's kind of like movies? Like, do we have enough movies, but we still want the new shit? There's enough music, but we still want some new shit.
I want some original shit. I don't want like.
But then you could probably
kind of
go back in
recycled
time and go listen to stuff that we just never really listened to that probably was original, but it like got buried
Yeah, that's true.
under so much other stuff. Right. So I mean, because to your point, like back on the adult entertainment spectrum, to me, sometimes I am kind of like that, where I'm just like, I'm looking for some new shit. Where I'm just like, oh well, I don't know. You just get. Well, no. Well, there's no real new genres coming out.
Yeah.
That like I don't necessarily need a new genre, but I don't know. Sometimes you start to recognize like, oh, they moan the same way, and it's starting to sound fake.
I mean, I've always had that problem.
I mean, they're acting.
Or all that, but all the that's why the amateur stuff I think does so well, because it's like, oh, those are real people, and then some of them are.
It could be fake too.
Yeah, I mean, some of it could be, but part of it for me is when it's like it can't be horrible camera work, but when it's like you could tell that they're focused on a certain aspect of their sex life or whatever, and don't really understand what works for other people. But then it works because you're like, oh, that seems so authentic.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
They're not doing the slow push.
well, no, it's just like all the only
like,
scrotal
focus.
activity. Well, it's just a window of just like what's the actual sex, is just like the penis and vagina action right here, and then that's it. And then you're just seeing the dude's balls and butthole, the woman's butthole and vagina, and you're just like, and then just fucking, it's a juicy mess, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, because
Juicy mess.
It's on their cell phone or like a GoPro. I don't know what they use usually, or some people
just
they don't have a
phone up on
because they
the
don't have a camera crew. There's no director.
What do you think? How far do you think you end up going? Do you think you just stick? Are you guys like flavor of the week, or are you just sticking to the classics?
What do you mean by flavor of the week?
Would you need to keep switching up and like searching like different stuff to try to go through what exists and find what you want? Is it going to change up every now and then, like what you're into? Like you get bored and you got to move on, or do you stick with the classics?
Kind of both. Kind of both. Depends on the mood. Sometimes, it's like, oh, I want something new today. But then there are those days where you're like, you know what? There's that one video that I just love seeing all the time. So we go back. But I think, flavor of the week, where it's just like one day out of the week where you're just like, I'm going to see what's out there.
Do you think that so your current roster of, wait, actually, real quick. So are you primarily produced or amateur?
Both.
All right.
You first.
Oh wow.
Obviously amateur.
I'm heavy amateur, but then I do like some produced stuff, but only when I'm looking for
very specific.
All right. So I watched the story part of it.
That's the best part.
Thank you.
That's the best part if it's done and written well.
Because I need the story. Because if it's just like straight to,
I'm stuck.
Even if it's stupid, I'm like, dude, okay.
I always
it
fast
sets
forward it.
It
when
sets
we
the
watch
tone.
porn together.
Oh, dear.
I do. I'm like, oh, this
I'm
shit's-
bored. Let's get to the
yeah.
good stuff.
Well, I need to know what's going on. How they know each other. Otherwise,
Oh my God.
yeah, I want to know what the relationship is. So, and then that sets.
They're sex workers. There is
that's-
no relationship.
Okay,
Get to
but
the-
it's like a movie.
nitty-gritty. What?
I'm not gonna. If I was watching a Marvel movie, I'm not just gonna want to watch the end fight scene.
Okay.
I want to know how they got there.
Yeah.
Like,
and
if
how
I
she
don't-
got stuck underneath the bed
Exactly.
when there's nothing to get stuck.
Yeah, how did she get stuck? And then I add my own sub narrative to it. Like, oh, she's not stuck, but she wanted an excuse for him. I don't know, but
I have a new concept for a stuck porn. It's dude jumps a fence. The back of his shirt gets fucking caught on the top of the fence. So he's like, oh shit! Oh, what are you doing with my pants? No!
he has heavy shit in his pocket, so his pants start slipping off.
The more you struggle, the more your dick is gonna come
And then
out.
some runner comes by and is like, oh, can you help me get off? What, can you not? You can't move? That's a big dong. All right.
Amateur or
Yeah.
That's none of your goddamn business.
Fuck yeah.
You bitch.
No, always random. Like
They should
so
create
maybe
a
both.
random
You should
button.
say both then.
yeah, both. Whatever. Yeah, both. All of the above.
All of them. I
All
don't
of
care
them.
what it is.
Sometimes
Voyeur.
hentai. Sometimes furry shit. Sometimes a lot of leather. Sometimes just a blank screen. Sometimes
Ooh, yeah, that white noise gets me going.
Random.
I really like the ones where the women are being respected.
Yeah.
I like those a lot.
I like the ones a lot when the women are fighting in a ring. But then like they start ripping
Wait, are you?
Oh yeah, I know that one.
And then they get stuck.
and then they get then like they both get stuck in the cage somehow.
Wait, what?
Wait,
I'm just kidding.
It's
Oh.
a joke.
Him
but that's
there
a
is
real
one.
thing.
Yeah, there is a real
Oh,
one.
that is-
Where
There's
they
the
fight.
MMA one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
MMA ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like making a joke about
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, because
I
they
was
have like MMA ones too, where it's I think
Well,
that's hilarious.
I don't know. It's yeah, they're just like wrestling, and then sometimes they need to choreograph it better. But
Dude, that would be hilarious if they had like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu one and like the dude gets a boner.
I like the hentai because it's really weird.
Me too.
It's very strange.
And you can
Anything
you
goes.
could do
Yeah.
a lot with hentai that you can't and won't fit in live.
well, yeah,
action.
8 ejaculations
With
Or I heard
weird
8.
tentacles.
impregnating somebody immediately.
Oh well, I mean,
Or ladies growing wieners on the spot.
That is
That just
very
is so
fucking
weird.
common.
yeah, I don't watch those ones though.
But they still
How
have a
could you
vagina.
avoid it? You
How can you avoid it? It's just as easy as avoiding like
AIDS.
live action
No.
tranny porn.
Well, no, but that's it. No, it's not the same as that because in the thumbnail, you think that you're getting something, and then you're watching it, and then it. So,
See, this is why he likes amateur stuff so much, because he's an amateur when he goes on the porn sites, because most porn sites, the thumbnail, if you don't press it all the way and you just press it slightly, it'll give you a preview.
Are you watching porn on your phone? Is
What?
that where everyone's watching porn now?
yeah,
you can-
absolutely. But
I don't watch
no,
it on my laptop
I do look at the
because I don't want any
preview.
going on with my
You're like,
laptop.
the virus is coming to the phone.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
they just OS developers just don't have time to. There's not enough to steal. Well, I mean, actually, there's a lot to steal.
There is a
but
lot
they're
to
just
steal.
not
A lot of people do Apple
doing
Pay,
it,
too.
and then
I
it's
don't do
just.
Apple Pay,
I think
I
it's
like
also more difficult. So they just stick into the PC stuff or the computer. But I know that, and I also hover. But sometimes it doesn't come up, dude.
You're right. You're right.
anime
Sometimes
ones
Well, also
are
because
really long.
well, this too is
They can
also
be
what
like an
happens.
hour and 20
It depends on the shots
And if you
because
guys would listen
if
to
they're
the story.
all right, you're gonna keep talking on me. All right, so
Well, you gotta.
what I'm saying is, if all you're seeing is animated P and VG, you don't know who that it was the other lady in the room's penis.
What? No one knows what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the secret trans or the secret wiener growth that happens in these hentais.
I have watched a lot of hentai, and I have not once seen a penis just miraculously pop out of some.
Then you have not watched enough. What the fuck? That is wildly common.
I'll remember the name eventually. It was like a
Superhero one.
Bible Black or something.
Oh.
Black Bible.
I know,
Like,
I know what you're
don't know
talking
the
about,
names.
but I didn't watch that one because that's like
They're in the
are too.
advertisements.
Those are too intense sometimes.
There's a lot of.
well, that one
Well, I
was
don't
all
like
about
the-
like succubus.
Yeah.
Like she was a
There
succubus.
is a lot.
There's a lot of
stuff.
succubus too.
Yeah, like they're succubus usually, and then they like, as the dude's ejaculating, they suck out their life, and then like the dude's dead.
Yeah.
And they just like go on to the next person. But
That's
this shit
intense.
came out when we were in like high school.
All right, so I quickly want to get into. You guys remember? So there's actually been a lot of discontinued food items that we don't even think about anymore because we just moved on with our lives.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if we're thinking back to our nostalgia, what were some of those food items for you? Because I was thinking about, I mean, even though they did bring it back, for me, it doesn't taste the same. And I'm like, oh. And for some reason, so hot Cheeto, flaming hot asteroids. What? But they don't come in the canister anymore. Now they come in these Mylar bags. I don't know what if they're using some kind of vegan shit. It just doesn't taste the same.
It probably might be the Mylar bag.
You know.
Instead of coming out of the
Yeah. I mean, that was the thing is, like, back in the day, that was like that was the next best thing to Pringles can to make a makeshift vagina. So,
the only reason why I'm bringing this up because I remember the day that I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, I'll take a free one or two was Surge.
oh yeah, sir.
Because they used to go around the schools, which now that I'm as an adult is a terrible thing to do. Go around promoting very sugary soda to kids
Well, they used to have
in middle school.
the sugary sodas in the vending machines when we were in school,
Yeah.
and they stopped doing that. I think right after we left middle school or like mid high
When
school.
I left middle school,
yeah.
they stopped selling like candy and hot Cheetos and like
Yeah.
Gatorades and all that stuff at school.
Which is probably for the best, but you know, I mean, actually, it probably definitely was for the best because it gave the kids with the entrepreneurial spirit to go to Smart and Final or Costco, buy that shit in bulk and be able to sell it in the corner of the football field
I don't know.
or under the bleachers.
It's true.
For me, this one was kind of a catch-22 as far as whether or not they should take away sodas, because a lot of schools, like as soon as they did that, lost so much funding because all those soda companies and the vending machine people were like
pulled out
because they were giving so much money to these schools. Then when they solely were relying on like government funding and shit, it's just
So
holding
they
up. A
they
lot
were
of
giving.
programs died.
I didn't know that they were donating a bunch of money. Yeah, that does suck. But then it does suck. But then that's such a funky business
System.
model.
Yeah.
To prey on children, and then basically leverage the schools with money. Like, oh, if you don't let us poison the children, then you can't teach them.
or yeah, we're not going to give you if we're not going to sell our stuff there, then we're not going to give you money for that new gymnasium.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So it is fucked up. But shit, did you know that like one of my favorite snacks as a kid were Dunkaroos? Remember Dunkaroos?
Oh, yeah.
Dunkaroos are back.
They
Are
are
they?
back. And
They are
people
back.
have been making like
fucking
TikTok
good.
recipes for
Really?
like mimic the Dunkaroo, the like frosting.
frosting.
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
Dunkaroo. And they have
they
it
were so good.
actually at 7-Elevens. so you could get it at 7-Eleven. I haven't seen it at any grocery stores. I've only seen it at 7-Eleven so
I think
far.
you could buy it at Big Lots too.
Oh, okay.
You remember Oreos?
What are
The cereal.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah.
Andy used to buy
The
those.
Oreos.
Yeah.
They discontinued those not too long ago.
Yeah. Feels weird.
Well, they
Does
would,
anybody remember
they would come back and forth, and
Urkel O's?
Urkel.
I never ate those, but I remember the box.
Urkel O's.
I miss SpaghettiOs that were shaped as cartoon characters.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
They
say
still have
serial
that.
killers.
They have the
famous
mac and
serial
cheese like that
killers.
too, right?
Yeah.
Or dinosaurs, or like
I think they still do it.
Yeah.
It's just I miss my characters.
Ninja Turtle
Dunkaroos.
characters.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, there. That's funny.
Which one was it?
Dunkaroos.
Oh, Dunkaroo. Oh, yeah. Oh, what about you? Remember French Toast Crunch?
Yes,
cereal?
in the red
Yeah.
box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep, I remember that
They
one.
used to have I forgot, were they asteroids? Were they like Doritos?
Oh,
or-
the 3D.
D
the 3D,
Doritos?
yeah. And
Doritos
they brought
3D.
the hot Cheeto ones back, but they're like $5 a little canister.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a little Mylar bag, and then there's less in there than there used to be.
Yeah.
That's
And
for
it used to be
$5?
because the thing is a bag of hot Cheetos used to be the big bag used to be $1, right? And then
remember
the
that.
baby bag used to be 50 cents, and then the asteroids was $1.50. So I was like, oh, if you got the asteroids, it's a little bit less, but they're more. There's more powder. So you would pay the extra 50 cents, and you were balling because you're like, oh, he that's third grader with the 50 cents.
Yeah.
I gotta
Look
confess,
at his fire red fingers.
Yeah, yeah.
I never,
you
I never
were real.
cared for the asteroids.
Okay.
Only because I was on the
I think
hot fries kick.
you could
Because
leave.
Milliken had hot fries. Remember that?
I don't really like
I-
fries.
And for some
It
reason,
took me a while to get into the hot fries. I didn't like hot fries at first. I was like, no, thank you. And then later on, I was like, oh,
They're
these
not
aren't
really
bad.
fries.
No shit,
not.
lady.
They're not.
They're not fries.
They're like Funyuns with hot Cheeto dust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Funyuns
it's the shape.
aren't real.
They're not real
I
I
onions.
know. They're Funyuns.
They're fun onions.
They're fun
Oh, shit.
onions.
Wasabi Funyuns. They discontinued those,
I
and those
didn't
were
like them.
delicious.
I didn't
never
like
had
them.
those.
I've never had those.
Well, to me, they tasted just like the wasabi shrimp chips,
Oh,
but
I've
Funyun
had
form.
those.
oh, you guys remember the bubble? Was it bubble jug?
Bubble
The
jug.
bubble gum jug, where
What?
Oh,
it was like
yeah, and it was
powdered
like-
bubble gum, and you just take you pour it out. It's like clusters of little bubble gum shit, and then you just chew on as much as you
I
want.
think I've seen.
Let me see.
I
Let me
remember
see.
that.
No,
Like your saliva would
Oh
turn it
yes,
into gum.
yes.
I'd never had that.
They had the
Yeah.
string bubble gum too. Do you remember when it was in like
It
a
was-
million strings?
Oh, that's that's
were
Big
they?
League Chew. They still make
Oh,
that.
they still make that.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
in the bag, right?
Yeah, it's in a bag. It's supposed to be like chewing tobacco, but for
Yeah.
kids. It's
Yeah,
It's kind of fucked.
probably
It
kind
is
of a
kinda
gateway situation.
Because
Yeah.
didn't they have like gum?
The
like
fake
cigarette-
the fake cigarettes. Yeah, I don't think
My
Those
they
are
dad
gum
saw me
cigarettes.
doing that once
Yeah.
from the ice cream man. That's where I got it from, and I was in punishment
for chewing gum.
Well, he goes, "Are you pretending to smoke cigarettes?"
Oh, okay,
My
yeah.
both my parents used to smoke cigarettes, so I did the same thing. But then I bought it the one time, and the reason I never bought it again because it's just bad gum.
it tastes bad. Yeah.
It's not even good
It
gum.
was
Candy.
bad gum. That's why I was like, "Why am I in trouble for this? This is awful."
Yeah,
Waste your money on
the
that.
guacamole Dorito is really good.
Oh, I've never
Guacamole
had those.
Doritos.
I don't think I tried.
You guys
those.
never had the guacamole
No.
Doritos?
No,
Oh,
No, I think I did.
I did not.
you didn't like it?
Do you remember Sprite remix?
I don't remember being crazy.
Yeah. That's the one I wanted to talk about. Sprite
I don't like
remix.
Sprite. It has like a weird aftertaste.
Okay,
I know.
well, you
I'm
like
hating on the
Mist,
Sprite. Who loves Sprite?
Sierra.
Sierra Mist.
Oh yeah, there was no. I don't like lemon lime flavored soda.
What? Stop.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like what's the
I like Squirt.
Squirt. That's the grapefruit one.
Yeah, that's
right?
grapefruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
I like that one. That one's good.
Mellow Yellow is good too.
Mellow yellow. It's mellow.
It's
yellow.
pretty much like it was actually older than Squirt, I think, and then was discontinued. Then it came back, but yeah, it's like the original Squirt.
What was your favorite soda then?
Dr Pepper.
Okay, that's why you're a dark soda
And
person. Dark Dr Pepper, every
Root beer.
flavor.
in the glass.
Bottle.
Yeah, the glass bottle, like Virgil's
Virgil's.
or A&W.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
That's
See, my problem as a kid, I liked
I like barbecue chips.
I liked
too.
too much soda as a
That
kid.
was
That's why I was
so
a fat
hateful.
kid. I liked all the sodas.
Yeah. Well, I
when I'm
mean-
thinking about it now, I'm like, I liked Dr. Pepper. I liked A&W root beer. I liked orange soda. I liked strawberry soda. I liked
Cactus
grape
Cooler.
soda.
I didn't try Cactus Cooler until I came down here.
Yeah,
They don't
it's
have it
a-
up north.
Yeah, it's a SoCal thing.
I didn't know that because I was asking her about.
Delicious.
I remember when I asked her the first time. I was like, "Oh, have you had Cactus Cooler?" And she's like, "What? Cactus
What's
Cooler?"
Cactus Cooler?
She's like,
You
"What is
big
it?" And I was like, "It's soda. You never seen it? It comes in that bottle where it's like
has
the
the cactus on
desert.
it."
There's cactuses in the sun." And she's like, "No, I never had that." I was like, "What?"
I think it was originally
That's so-
based off of a Flintstones cartoon drink. Because in the Flintstones, they would drink Cactus Cooler because they thought it was like a cool prehistoric soda sounding drink.
Oh.
Then they made it. And it was like,
Wow.
oh,
Because,
That's
but it was because I thought it was just another orange soda, but I liked it better than Squeeze.
I could be making that up.
Well, because it has pineapple.
But yeah, it's a
The
pineapple
pineapple
orange
is nice.
soda.
It's refreshing
Yeah.
on a hot summer day.
All right. Oh,
Zima.
What's
Zima.
Oh,
Zima.
I remember Zima.
It was pretty much like the first like low calorie seltzer water alcoholic drink.
It came in. It was like a
I never
tall
drank
bottle, and it kind of like tapered at the top.
Zima. When we were in Japan, I bought some. 'Cause they still
Oh,
make
that's
it
right.
in Japan, but they don't make it out.
Oh,
here.
I didn't realize that these were fucking discontinued.
What?
This hurts my feelings. Those Altoid sours.
I was just
Those are
Fucking
so
about to
Oh,
bring
yeah.
We're on the
are
same
so
page.
good. We
right
are
now.
on the
Our
same-
shit,
I think
we're
they
fucking
sometimes
linked
sell
today.
those at like Cost Plus,
damn it.
Like
but they were really good.
Now I gotta
if you
find a
go
new
to-
one.
oh shit! No, Rocket
We
Fizz
just
is
went
closed
through
down
like
now.
4 different ones where we were talking about them at the same time.
Burbank.
There might be one in Burbank. I know Rocket Fizz still sold a lot of the discontinued candy, so you might be able to
yeah.
get like that.
Oh, Rocket Fizz. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. But Altoid sours.
You couldn't
are
go there,
all-
Alex, because you don't really like candy.
I know.
Those really
but-
fucked your tongue up though. If you had too
Yeah.
many. at
Yeah.
once.
It's the citric.
Yeah, the
acid.
heavy, yeah, because the heavy sour candies would do that. You remember
Warheads?
Warheads?
Yeah,
Warheads
I
Fuck
love
your
are
tongue
still
up.
there.
Same with Shock
Are
Tarts.
they still out?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of our like candy that we liked as a kid, as far as like ice cream man candy, is still there. Like Lucas
Oh, Lucas
is still around.
Yeah.
You guys remember Icebreaker's liquid mints?
No.
Oh yeah, I do.
I don't remember.
Those were
No.
terrible,
They were disgusting, but
but everyone loved them still. Like
Yeah.
I remember still.
because it was just such a weird sensation, or weird. It's just such a weird thing to basically like. It's a little jelly ball that disintegrates in your mouth, and then also this was it the strips, the Listerine
Listerine
strips.
strips.
Kids were like throwing them back like acid.
Yeah, because those things were pretty much just little balls of
Listerine.
mouthwash.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh, a little bubble of mouthwash. Whoa. It was like, that's not candy.
You guys remember the Starburst hard candy?
What? Show me a picture.
Oh, I don't think I really ate it.
Oh, I didn't eat those.
Oh, I remember those. They had like the cream filling things. Yeah, they were kind of like a harder form of Gushers. Oh shit! You know those little
They were,
strawberry
yeah.
candies? The hard strawberry candy where it's just like hard
And
on the
red
outside.
And green.
It comes in
Yeah,
a little.
yeah.
It's like
Those
a
are
grand.
bad.
It's like grandparent candy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is the granny candy.
That's how those
Granny candy.
Starburst hard
They
candies
leave your
were.
Teeth. You're like.
And like you bite into it, and
really
there's like the
weird.
little strawberry liquid on the inside.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Oh, I hated them.
I hated
Those-
those
the
two.
thing
Whenever
is-
someone's like, "Oh, do you want one?" I'm like,
I liked them, but
liked
the
them
thing
too.
that fucked me up with them is that because they had that little pocket, especially when your grandparent let them sit for too long in their little crystal candy jar, and then you ended up having a 10-year-old one of those, and then the liquid was dried up in the inside. The little pocket, when you're sucking on it, when it would open it up, the little pocket would create it would just be an air socket, and then the candy around it would be sharp, so it would cut my tongue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you'd be sucking on it, and then your tongue gets stuck in there, and then it cuts your tongue.
Oh.
And you're like, because I remember I cut the tip of my tongue, and then I was like, oh, it's like bleeding down my lip.
Grandma, why?
You need to change them out. Or
Henry's gonna remember this one. Oreo cakesters.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oreo
Wow.
cakesters.
They discontinued those.
They super quick.
I remember you guys
Probably just
loved
really
those.
bad. I'm sure they're just so terrible for you.
They were.
What about the green ketchup?
Oh,
Yeah,
they had like
fuck
they
that
had
And the
stuff.
purple one,
the
too,
Heinz
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
They had a
Oh,
mystery
yeah.
color one too. Yeah.
The purple one, yeah. Oh god, that's so gross to me.
It was gross too.
I hated it because the thing is, so I hated that shit because my sister loved it, so she would get it. But then I was a little fucking frugal ass kid where I was whining at my mom like, "Why are you going to spend an extra $1 on ketchup?" And then I was like, yo,
pretty cheap.
like it's $1 more and it's 2 ounces less than the regular Hanes
Well, they had to make
or
room for the
Heinz.
coloring.
Yeah. But so then my mom was like, well, your sister likes it. And then when she's eating stuff with it, so she would eat our Orida fries, the crinkle cut. She would be eating those with it. And then puts the green ketchup on there, and when she's eating it when she was younger, it'd just be in her teeth so the green spit and ketchup together. It's like, yo, suck it around in your mouth to like clean up
I don't know
the
why
goo.
it bothers you.
When people that always bothered me is when people eat and then don't try to like at least attempt to have their teeth cleaned up before they start talking or whatever.
Some people
and
just
then
eat
it just
gross.
like it just looks like, I don't know, because when I'm talking to people, generally, I mean, all of us do it where we don't have this shit just hanging in your mouth, right?
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. You're saying check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah. Well, no, like my sister
just
would
check
have
your
the
teeth.
green shit in her mouth and be like, after she finished eating or whatever, or finished chewing, and then she's like, oh yeah, and then you just had like lines of green, and then still in the
Well, she's
top.
also like 8.
Yeah, but then that shit would dye the plaque in your teeth. So they would make the plaque green, and now it's extra gross. It was the same how they had that kid mouthwash that wasn't as spicy, but it would color any of the plaque, and you're supposed to do it before you brush your teeth so that you knew where you needed to brush. But then my sister would just do the mouthwash and not brush, and then I would see blue shit in her teeth. But that's plaque, bruh.
Brush.
Or like old pieces of food. You could still have bread and rice.
In your mouth.
There's the same, like, I'm not gonna name him because this sucks, but the homie whose hygiene was not that good at the time, I thought that he was just really like carrots, but he just had a orange film at the top of his gums,
Ooh.
and it was just plaque and severe gingivitis.
Oof.
I thought he was eating carrots, and when I found out what it was, I started bothering him about brushing his teeth more because it was making me nauseous to look at it.
Yeah.
I was like, you just have fur on your teeth,
Oh
dog.
gosh, can we
Shit.
not talk
Like
about it?
back to like the colored ketchup and stuff.
Yeah, you're gross.
Not the furry teeth.
So, yeah, we can move on. God, I'm still looking at this purple ketchup and it's pissing me off.
Stop looking at it.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so let's get into a Chronicles.
Of Reddit.
Yeah. And this one,
Rat-tat-tat.
we're gonna figure out if they're an asshole or not.
Oh no.
Oh God, I
Me? Yes, I am.
Am I the asshole for demanding my sister pay for my fiance's damaged hearing aid?
She sock him in the ear?
No. Well, yeah, I guess we need the whole story on this, but my initial thought is no.
I'll say yes.
Yes, she's the asshole for the hearing aid. Mm-hmm. For insisting that her sister pay for her fiance's damaged hearing aid.
Am I the asshole for demanding my sister pay for my fiance's damaged hearing aid?
I'm just gonna play devil's advocate right now and
Oh,
just
okay.
say yes.
My female 24
probably
fiance,
likes green ketchup.
male 26, suffers from a hearing impairment. It got severe in the past few months, and he wears hearing aid all the time. My sister, 19, and cousin, 22, were visiting 2 nights ago for after my sister and cousin were visiting 2 nights ago for after going shopping. That's how the sentence is structured. They were discussing my fiance's HA hearing aid and arguing about whether the device would still function after being exposed to a certain degree of heat or cold. They asked my fiance to do a little experiment, but he refused to let them touch it. I can already see where this is going. While I was in the kitchen, my sister sneaked into the bedroom where my fiance was sleeping and took his hearing aid. Then used the heat the hairdryer produced to test the device. I didn't know the device was ruined until late at night when my fiance told me his hearing aid wasn't working properly. His hearing ability gradually declined and he started having headaches. I thought something was wrong with the device itself till my cousin contacted me on Facebook saying my sister took the device and used the hairdryer on it and lost the bet they both made. It was retarded. I was furious. I went over to my parents' house and confronted my sister. She was shocked and started crying after telling her she just ruined over $5,000 worth of medical device because of a stupid bet and that she needed to pay for it immediately. My wedding is in less than 2 weeks and my fiance can't even be aware of his surroundings without his hearing aid, so it won't happen till he gets a new hearing aid, and this stuff is expensive. She freaked out after I demanded she pay $5,000 for a new hearing aid because she didn't know it costs this much and complained the money she has saved is to pay for her tuition, otherwise she won't be able to make any progress in college. My parents begged me to postpone the wedding until they find a solution that all parties can agree on, but postponing the wedding is going to cost us a lot more than the price of a hearing aid my sister is refusing to pay for. I had an argument with them because I was not only worried about the wedding, but my fiance's health. It's been 2 days and he's been complaining from headache and feeling isolated. The doctor warned against going long without a hearing aid, and so this is concerning. God, this person needs to go back to school. My parents said they would have paid me themselves if they had that kind of money, but I was unreasonable to take away my sister's education money she worked for when I could postpone if I'm worried about not getting a new hearing aid before the wedding, essentially making it about the wedding and accusing me of choosing a party that lasts a few hours over my sister's future in education. I left their house and still stood my ground despite them telling me I'm being selfish for not working with them on a solution for this issue. Further info. Just to clarify, the device was working up until late at night. Then my fiance told me he was having issues hearing and the device stopped working altogether hours later. I did not think my sister had anything to do with it until my cousin contacted me and my fiance while we were going to see his doctor to discuss the problem. Unfortunately, my sister has done similar things in the past, so it wasn't too surprising to find out she was behind it. My parents tend to let my sister get away with either intentionally or unintentionally ruining others' belongings without any accountability. Last summer, she ruined her friend's dad's car, but wasn't told anything because my parents paid for the damages. Now because I'm family, then it was clearly wrong for me to expect either her or my parents to pay. That made no sense to me whatsoever. I wanted to add this piece of info while my sister was the one who did. I'm pretty sure it was my cousin's idea. She is very rude to my fiance and always think it's fine to make negative comments about him. I'm assuming she's mentioning the cousin and how the cousin doesn't like her fiance. But that's...
Defend that.
You know your sister already has this history of doing this stupid shit. Why'd you let him in your house?
No, okay, you lose.
No. That's literally the only argument you could make for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like,
Absolutely.
She ruined a car.
But no, it's like that shouldn't even be, am I the asshole? No. It should be legal advice. How am I going to get my sister or my parents to pay for my fiance's hearing aid?
Yeah,
Like
that's
Fucked up.
that's fucking insane.
it's either pay
For a
up.
19 and a 22-year-old to do.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be kind of stupid to be like, oh, let's test this out. Will it break or will it survive if we...
Let's see what happens when you put it in a microwave.
They're just damaging her sister's fiance, future like brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's psychotic behavior.
The real asshole are the parents.
Yeah.
For
They probably, but they're saying that they would pay for it, but they don't have the money. But then to request that you postpone your wedding, which is obviously going to cost more, that doesn't make any sense.
It's like
it makes no sense.
no, just take it out of whatever fucking tuition fund that she has, and then pay that back.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's also the thing with the parents. It's like, okay, well then if you're telling me that I can't get the money from her, then you pay. You pay me, you find
Somebody has
find
to
that
pay.
money wherever you're gonna fucking find it.
Better get to dancing.
So,
It's either that or-
start paying me in installments. You give me 50% of each year paychecks or whatever. You start paying me. If you're gonna, because that's the kind of the thing. It's like, if you're gonna try to protect my spoiled ass kid sister, or not kid sister, adult sister.
Adult sister.
I don't understand how they don't understand that postponing a wedding is going to cost more money than this.
Yeah.
That's really
And it's,
stupid.
especially when it's 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to cancel the venue.
everything.
The deposit's gone. You're going to have to find it or reschedule a whole new venue if that venue is already booked up. Blah, blah,
Multiple
blah.
people's schedules.
Who knows who's flying out?
But it also sounds like
out.
this girl or this woman might be like, her and the fiance might not, like, rather than just buying the new hearing aid and then giving them the bill, they're trying to get them to buy it directly because they know, I'm assuming that she probably knows that if they buy it and then try to get the money back,
They're not gonna pay
that
it
they're
back.
just not going to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
better go out and get a loan or something.
Was one of the top comments this should be
Yeah,
under
get a
legal
loan
advice?
or get it or make them take out a credit card for that amount and then buy it on a credit card.
Yeah,
or I
there's-
mean, if you could probably, with these medical companies,
Payment.
medical technology companies, you could do take out a credit card and then pay it off on the credit card.
There's just so many different like
Options.
that they have that it's like them just putting up any bit of resistance is
Asshole.
yeah.
Well, one of the top comments says, well, obviously not the asshole. She stole his medical device and played stupid little games on it. Even if she was 8, this would be inexcusable behavior. She's an adult. In what world should she not have to face the repercussions of that? Paying for a new one is the least she can do. Absolutely ridiculous to play around with someone's disability like this. And under that, somebody that got a lot of rewards for their comment said, at this point, I think OP should threaten a lawsuit if they don't fix this today.
Like, okay, if let's take it to another place. If she decided to do a slalom with her fiance's wheelchair, if her fiance was in a wheelchair and she decided to go downhill with it and then destroyed it,
Or like if her fiance was blind and decided to have a lightsaber fight with his only 2 walking sticks.
and then snapped them both.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on. It's completely, there's no excuse for this shit.
Looks like you're going to have to wait another year or 2 to go to college because you got to save up all that fucking money.
Or you're gonna just have to take out another loan, or take the credit card out and pay the shit in payments. Yeah, like do an installment plan on it, or do it with, if your parents are gonna try to help you, then both of you work on it together.
Yeah, and if you open up a credit card...
Because you're not gonna put that shit on me.
Oh,
You fucked my shit up. You're gonna make me pay for it.
This could have been all avoided. Nobody should have to spend any money if your stupid daughter didn't fucking play.
I would maybe go as, I mean, it'd be tough not to be petty enough to like, okay, most likely something that she has that's similar price, I'm gonna crash your fucking car.
Well, she doesn't have a car because
Oh, what did she have? That's $5,000.
I don't know how she
I would just
got
start
it, but
smashing $5,000 worth of her things.
You know, you could break,
I'm
you could
assuming
break
the
one of her
reason
legs.
Why she doesn't have a car
That's
is
true.
because she, I guess, one of the edits were like, she did something similar about
I thought
her
that
friend's dad's car.
Oh, her friend's
Yeah.
dad's car. Yeah.
Like,
And the parents had to pay for the damage. So what's the difference between that and this? You
Yeah.
damage something that
That's
costs a lot, so fix it.
Well,
Yeah,
it
that's
says
what
they're
she
related,
said.
but
Well,
you're
because
like-
she's saying that because I'm
Yeah.
family, I don't get to get
Demand
paid
that.
back. That's fucked up.
That's even more fucked
Yeah,
up.
it is.
well, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think getting a lawsuit, or like at least at the very least threaten a lawsuit. But after everything is said and done, never ever let your cousin or your sister back into your fucking house.
Yep.
Ever again. Get a restraining order after this at this
Well-
point, because it's like
I don't know if you need to go that far, but
I mean, like, it sounds like they're gonna have to go through a lot of bullshit because of this, and if someone has a tendency of starting and making bullshit like this happen, it's okay to cut them out of your life.
So, what? So,
yeah.
what would you do? So, are you saying that that's what you would do if Earl broke Alejandra's laptop, doing something stupid on it?
Well, like my dad would end up paying for it if my brother couldn't pay for it too. And like they wouldn't make it like a big deal like that. But in a scenario where it's equivalent to absolutely everything, like if we had to scrounge $5,000 to get into the fucking hearing aid, like, yeah, I would be like, all right, well, you're not coming to the wedding. Like it's kind of stupid. It's like you need to take yourself out of your fucking shoes and just pay up and have responsibility to what you did. Like, well, I didn't know it was $5,000. Oh, I didn't know the dad's car. I didn't know I was gonna crash the car. It's all like, too bad. You got to say goodbye to college. Like, you know what? Like, at least they're not going to spend that money to put this person in college to where they could do more stupid shit to other people, where there's actually to be more and more real repercussions for making these stupid decisions. Or like, what if she does this to somebody and they just end up, like breaking her fucking leg?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you don't want to pay? Boom.
No more kneecaps.
No more kneecap.
It's like,
Looks like you can't be an Olympian.
So what if your brother what's it?
because it's like
similar.
like none of our family members would do
Dude,
this. I
it
would
could
hope.
be just a TV remote, and I'm taking anything that he has that's priced similar. All your toys are mine. All your video games are mine until you pay me back, motherfucker.
Oh shit. Well, so
So
what
you
if
buy that flight simulator.
what if he borrowed your girlfriend's car, and then ended up either just driving it really fucked up to where something on it got fucked up that costs $5,000, and then he's like, oh shit, and then your mom was like, well, you know he doesn't have the money.
Not now. He doesn't have it now.
So you're going full loan shark on your brother.
Yeah. Oh fuck. He doesn't have it now, but he can have it in the future by
Okay.
paying 15,000 installments of $20.
Get to filling those hoopers, homie.
Yep, dude. You better get a second or third job, nigga, because I'm coming for you. Mom's gonna let me into your room when you're at work, and I'm gonna take stuff.
I'm coming. He's
Mom can't
fucking-
stop me.
Nah, she's gonna let me in the house.
That's what happens when
I'm gonna
you're
take your
the.
shit.
I mean, even though you're this stature, you're still the largest one in your family. So that's what happens when you.
And my
gotta-
mom's gonna be like, "Do what you gotta do."
Yeah, it's shit.
I'm not a part of this. He's
Yeah,
a grown ass
I mean,
man.
Yeah,
I'll be
your
like,
brother
yeah.
is one step away from being an official pygmy, so he knows not to.
See, that's the thing too. Is that
It's gonna be like have fun not having any fun for 2 years.
Sell all those flight simulator airplanes. and
you
get me
can't
my
even
money.
do that.
sell those one wheels, bitch. Okay. Similar situation.
All right, illustrate it for me.
Okay. Guys are 3 weeks out of the wedding.
Yeah. This is really real for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And you have to.
my decision
She's-
on this, I'm gonna get faces. So
Well, better make the right decision.
Depends on the
Pet
scenario
sitting.
and your response.
wait, we're pet sit. Okay,
Your sister's pet
my
sitting.
sister's pet sitting.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
you're bringing life into it though. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's hear the scenario.
just one of your pets gets hurt and there's a vet bill and she doesn't want to pay for it. But it was definitely her negligence that something had happened and like the pets ended up fighting because she wasn't there to break it up or whatever, and they actually fucked each other up. So it's like,
Well, okay. So let me maybe add something to it. Maybe she missed a whole day. They all got really restless and hungry, and then they all started fighting because of that. Maybe either that or she had the dogs up in the attic area, and then
Tupper fell.
one of them fell, Tupper fell and broke his leg or something like that.
I don't know why like I'm getting like semantics over mine, but okay.
Well, you brought life into it, and
Okay,
it's really hard
car.
to.
Well, no. The
Same
only
thing.
reason I was trying to add extra things to it is because like if it's too open ended, where it could be kind of an accident, and like
well, no, she wasn't there. Like, okay,
because like
one of your pets dies then.
okay,
No,
well,
okay, because then.
well, don't okay. Well, let me just say
She's
that.
dying. There's gonna be two funerals.
no,
to
no,
go
no,
to.
okay.
Keep you on hold.
Okay, no, I got a good one. Their house sitting. You guys are out of town, like before the wedding. You come back. They decided to borrow your Black Magic Mini, and they fucked it up.
Okay,
That's a good scenario.
That's a good one.
That's a good
There
one.
you go.
That
Okay.
Alex will destroy her.
Yeah, it's a wrap. No more
And then
kneecaps.
her
no-
only and your parents don't want to
full
pay for her
monster.
because she's an adult now, but they kind of have her back because she has all this debt or blah 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 whatever, and the only way she could pay you back is in green and purple Heinz ketchup.
Okay, all right, the swiftest sidekick to the chest.
Would you start stoning her to death with said Heinz ketchup bottles?
Yeah. No. Okay.
Or
So
drown her in the pool filled with the ketchup?
jeez. All right.
Better
so,
start an OnlyFans to pay back.
Oh
that
God. I mean, yeah, but don't give me the link. So
shit. Well, no.
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 Of course not. We wouldn't do that to you. At least you wouldn't know that we did it to you. You'd think another guy did it.
so
Oh my
you're
gosh.
saying if she was house sitting, her and her girlfriend decided, yo, let's use the camera. I want to use the camera. I'm curious about it. And they either drop it or
They leave it in the car.
they leave it in the
gets-
car.
It's
and-
overheated.
or overheated or stolen
yeah.
or anything. In any circumstance where they took something they didn't ask of that value and then they fuck it up, and then they weren't even gonna tell me, and I find out because the roommate was like, "Yo, dog, it's just on my conscience. I don't want to be a dick, but you know, your shit's fucked up because of this." I'm like, "Oh, word, okay." So then there's a dishonesty element also added, right?
Yep.
And then I confront
Alex goes into
and
calculation.
and then I confront them about it, and they're like, "Oh, well, you know, it wasn't really our fault. We didn't know it was gonna be that hot in the car all day
In the
In
valley.
July.
in the valley
In July. During one of the record heat waves.
while we were outside when it's 102
And it was in our trunk, and we went to Tijuana
of
and
our
back.
black car."
In our black car, yeah.
Sorry. I was like, okay. The sorry that I would accept is green. Is greenbacks.
Exactly. I mean,
5,000 of
this
them.
is such a fucked up like situation because they're only coming up with goofy ways to try and fix the problem. So it's like, yeah, you kind of have to threaten them with something big just to kind of open their eyes, just kind of pull them out of their own ass. It's like, what the fuck? Like he's having like dizzy spills and getting fucking migraines, and he's like having disassociation issues because he can't fucking hear.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to speak sign language either.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he was able to hear. But with the aid.
With the hearing aid.
But wait, so back to what I would do is you and Chris better learn how to share that car, her new car, because that shit's fucking mine.
Yeah.
Again. So you don't have a car. That shit's mine. I could probably think some other things, other shit that I gave her to confiscate too. But if that comes out to, I mean, honestly, that would come out to the price of the camera, probably even more. But I would take the car back. I would take my car back.
Yeah.
I can't do that with my brother's car. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? So take his TV and his PlayStation.
But all in all, I'm happy to know that.
Or at least I have
families-
leverage. I have something.
Well, and again, our families wouldn't do this type of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
no, my parents would get into my sister's ass for something like that.
yeah, and then same with like, I feel like, ultimately Chris's parents would end up paying for it. My dad would pay for it. Your mom would have to pay, or she'd probably help out your brother some way. No?
Absolutely goddamn no.
Well, your brother's definitely got enough gadgets to sell and still have gadgets on standby if said.
And he has to
thing
stop
happened.
buying some gadgets too, motherfucker. Save your money.
Yeah, well, it's probably. I feel like if it happened with your brother, he has plenty of like collateral to say, per se, but it would be. I think the argument would be, you having to put it on eBay versus him having to put it on eBay.
Yeah, and it's still me having to
Because
do
you're like,
all the fucking
you're
work.
like, oh well, I'm gonna need an extra 500 on top for my effort of having to do all the eBay.
Yeah, it's not all of the things I'm going to sell on eBay are going to sell in one day. It's going to take a few weeks.
Yeah. So it's like, now I gotta take time out of my day.
Yeah, there's a 12%
And
interest
eBay.
on this shit, dog.
I gotta sell all the Supreme shit now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? Inclusion. If your brother destroyed something of mine.
They would pay it back. Mitchell, it would probably either be really fast or
Really slow.
Well, no, what would you do if in this Twilight Zone era is no one on your family is taking your side and refuses to kind of pay for it? How would you...
Well, that wouldn't happen because...
It wouldn't happen with
but
any
a
of us.
Twilight Zone. In a world.
Yeah, because it wouldn't happen for me.
Yeah,
because
I mean, all
I'm
of
not
us-
lending my brother anything.
I think all of
Yeah.
us have pretty decent
Like,
parents.
that wouldn't actually happen
Yeah.
to any of us. But...
Yeah, each of us have
There's
pretty
nothing
decent
I can
families.
take from Mitchell that he doesn't have anything. What am I gonna take? The bicycle he rides to work?
Yeah, and then he wouldn't be able to play
What am I
back.
gonna take? His his medicine? I mean, what am I?
You just sell his meds.
Sell his beds.
Better start selling the meds,
No, you better give
No.
me those special glasses
Yeah, give me your special glasses.
or your special contacts. No,
that
yeah.
keep your
give-
eyes from
Give
degenerating.
me the thing that you
Disorder.
need for your medical disorder to fix the thing that you fucked up for my fiance's medical disorder.
I mean, at this point, you
Eye for an eye.
accept your losses.
That would be like if if the fiance fucked up and then the family member's like, give me your fucking hearing aid. And he's like, oh,
But I can't hear
but I
you.
won't be able to hear, but I can't walk. You fucked up my wheelchair.
I need that prosthetic leg. You shouldn't have been playing baseball with it.
I might.
It's not an aluminum bat.
I would hold Mitchell's guitar possibly
yeah.
until he paid it back.
He played it back so fast.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Mitchell in general, yeah, in a real world,
Mitchell doesn't like me to buy groceries for him. He's like,
well, in a real world, he doesn't like to owe anybody anything, so he would pay it back so fucking fast, to where we would probably be alarmed for him. Like, no, hold on to some of the money.
Yeah.
You could pay it back in
Like, where
installments.
did
No,
you get this?
who gave you this credit card?
Yeah.
Like, don't, please. It's okay.
Please
Yeah.
do this
fine.
reasonably.
Yeah.
It's smart.
It's like, no, I'm really sorry. Here's an extra 5 G's on top of it.
It's like, whoa,
Oh, gosh,
hey, back, hold the phone,
Yeah.
buddy.
So, but he's that kind of guy who's he'll like sell a bunch of shit like the day of, and like here.
That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate comeback. What if the younger sister is like, you know what? I've decided I'm not going to college. You could have the entire tuition. I am so sorry, and just like ends up giving her $10,000 back,
And then purposefully ruins her life, gets pregnant by a man that doesn't even know her last name, has a baby daddy, and then when her kid is college age, and then is like, her kids got straight A's all throughout high school, got into an Ivy League college. She goes to her sister and her now husband and says, my child's dreams are not going to be able to come true because I don't have money, because I didn't get to go to college.
because
I hope your husband can hear.
How devastated I am.
And then brings her daughter over. Is like, I got into Princeton. I can't go. Yeah, you know what she's gonna be? A hairstylist. A
With an
nail salon
OnlyFans.
lady. Yeah, she's gonna
make way
she's
more
gonna
money than
open
any
a-
of us.
She's gonna open an OnlyFans.
And then she's gonna have ketchup. That's purple.
That's purple.
But she's gonna open an OnlyFans, but she's not gonna make that much money because since she's been focusing on her academics all this time,
You see the
she has cheesy puss.
cheesy
Ew.
puss.
What?
It's a rare medical
Because
condition.
she was so focused on her academics, her hygiene
Oh,
not the best.
lack of hygiene now. Huh?
She has
cheesy puss.
She has vacne.
Okay.
Vaginal acne.
That's
Ew.
disgusting.
Cystic.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay.
Don't look at her panties. It's filled with cooter boogers.
Oh.
Oh, stop. That's gross.
All right. Thank you guys.
Right.
But no. And it's so fucked up too. Just to end back on this whole Reddit story, is that like the whole real demented thing? The real demented thing about the whole thing is that like he wouldn't even have this problem. She needs to stop letting her sister inside this fucking house.
Oh my
He
God.
didn't
Okay.
actually have hearing problems until she started letting her sister in the house. And every night she just kept like slowly just sticking Q-tips in his ears, just deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
That's some sadistic shit right there.
Yeah, don't let her in your house.
Yeah.
You're the asshole for letting her in your house.
He
No, I'm just
read a
kidding.
he read a
Devil's
different
advocate.
Reddit story. Yeah.
Devil's advocate
Yeah.
over here.
Oh
ladies and
man,
gentlemen.
that's somebody else's advocate for sure.
Be careful with Q-tips out there, Odd Squad.
All right, so see you guys later. Take that tip as you will.
Q-tip.
And
We'll take a tip in the form of 5-star rating.
yeah. And if any of you fuck up a hearing aid of mine, it's going down. It's going down in the DMs. Cause I don't have a hearing aid, so that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, but
But you won't hear him coming.
And my coming to attack?
Yes.
Okay. All right, see you guys next week, Odd Squad.
He won't.